No one tells you the cost of growth. Most people only show you the success. They never tell you about the struggle, the pain that comes before something you feel like worth being. You don't grow when you feel comfortable in your surroundings. You only grow when you feel like you're at war with yourself. Today, I'm going to be explaining exactly why you need to suffer in order to grow in every area of your life. This isn't going to be a very fluffy video. I'm just going to get straight to the point and tell you exactly why suffering is the key to success. Comfort is a lie. Most people will tell you to take it easy, take some rest days, and just take a day off. But comfort is the enemy of progress. They tell you to stay safe, to avoid any risk at all, and to enjoy the simple pleasures, such as scrolling, relaxing, and that makes you tell yourself, oh, tomorrow I'll get to that habit, or tomorrow I'll start doing this, tomorrow I'll go to the gym, tomorrow I'll start running. But growth doesn't happen there. Growth only happens in discomfort. Growth happens when you choose the hard thing, when you lift heavy weight, when you say no to any distractions, and when you force yourself to show up even when you don't feel like doing so. I feel like comfort is a very, very modern lie that is told to by everyone in the Western world today. I think this lie stems from modernization mostly, the fact that we have everything at our fingertips and we can do everything so easily. It's so easy to even be on your phone and be on any form of technology and consume instead of create. And the reason why people choose comfort most of the time is simply because it's easier. It's easier than doing the hard thing when you don't feel like it. It's easier than getting up out of bed when your alarm tone is buzzing right in your ear. It's easier than getting up and actually going to the gym and trying to build muscle. And it's hard to keep going when you don't see progress for a while in the gym. But while doing this, you're sacrificing the rest of your life. We prioritize dopamine over serotonin. What I mean by this is whenever we scroll, whenever we eat junk food, we get a short hit of dopamine. It's sort of the temporary drug. It's the one that makes us feel good right now. But we're missing out on serotonin in the long run. If you don't know what serotonin is, it's basically the content drug in your brain. It basically goes off when you feel totally and completely content with every area of your life. This can be released when you just feel generally happy, like when you're sitting out in the sun or hanging out with friends. Or it can even be released over a long period of time because you generally feel good because you've gone to the gym, you've meditated, or just because you feel whole in your life. And comfort is a thief. So in order to gain that serotonin in the long run, you need to be out of your comfort zone. Because comfort is a thief. It steals your happiness in the long run. And it steals your potential. It keeps you exactly where you are. And if you want to get more out of life, the necessary way that you do that is by suffering. There's no other way around it. And not just once either, not sometimes. You have to suffer a lot. And you need to sometimes choose to suffer every single day. But if you're completely fine where you are, you don't have your dream body, you aren't financially free, you don't have location, time, or financial freedom in your life, then by all means, choose comfort over suffering. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be someone out there that's suffering and working harder than you are. And at the end of the day, that person is going to become more successful. They're going to buy the car that you want to, and they're going to marry the wife that you wanted to. So if you're fine with just staying where you are, then by all means choose comfort. But if you want to really get to where you want to in life, you need to choose suffering. Before we get to the two main versions of suffering, I want to take a quick moment to mention to you all that I have a completely free digital mini course that I'm giving away to you all. It's just basically explaining a little bit about how to grow and scale a business and how you can take that business and how you can grow it from anywhere in the world. Like I said before, it's completely free, so feel free to click the link in the description below and go see my new mini course. Back to the video. In my opinion, physical suffering is the simplest form of pain. It's pain that you can actually control in your life. This can be the ache of muscles under weight, the sting of getting into a cold shower in the morning, and maybe even the burning of your lungs while you run a long distance. And most people avoid this physical pain because you can actually feel it. And so when you feel discomfort, most people just take their foot right off the gas pedal. And most people just quit when it starts hurting. But every drop of sweat and every little tear in your muscle as you start to weightlift it forges a new person inside of you. Because over time, your body becomes very, very resilient. Your mind becomes this sort of fortress, and overall, you feel unbreakable. Because if you can endure the pain that you willingly choose to have in your life, so if you willingly go to the gym and you willingly get that soreness after you go and work out, there's really nothing that you can't handle when life throws something at you. You've built up the discipline and you've built up the physical fortitude to where if you do any sort of physical activity, you are ready for it. But in my opinion, physical suffering is probably one of the easier parts. I think real growth happens when your deepest part of your soul is tested. And I feel like this only happens when you get rejected, or people tell you that you're not good enough, or even when your dreams fall apart. I can't tell you how many times I've been told that I can't do it, that I won't be able to do it. Whether it's just kids making fun of me, of my YouTube channel, or people genuinely telling me that I won't be able to do this, or even my old best friend telling me to get a job. When you get rejected, your soul gets tested. And even if you don't feel great in the moment, looking back on all of those experiences, it's made me much, much stronger mentally. And when people are tested mentally, they try to numb it and they try to escape that area of discomfort. I've done it myself. Whenever I felt discomfort or whenever I've wanted to not do something and procrastinate, I used to go on my phone for hours. I remember sending a screenshot to my best friend. One day I had 14 hours of screen time. That was when I was in a pretty dark part of my life and my soul was being tested to the highest limits. And for most people, that could be screen time, that could be watching adult films, and for other people, it could be drinking and or overeating. Whatever your escape is, that's just burying the pain in distractions. But you need the opposite. You need to feel in order to grow. You have to embrace it and you have to sit with it. If you get rejected by a girl or with someone in your business, after you get rejected, sit for a while and dwell on it. I know a lot of people are not gonna want to do that, but from my experience, you learn your deepest lessons from your rejections. And because every one of those rejections, every heartbreak in your life, every failure, it really builds you up to someone stronger. But you shouldn't suffer by accident. You shouldn't suffer when someone tells you that you're not good enough. You have to choose to suffer in order to grow. You have to make suffering part of your routine. You should wake up early when everyone else decides to be asleep. You should dive headfirst into cold ice water, and you should take risks that other people avoid. Deepest of all, you should force yourself to study, to work, and to build a future that you're proud of, even if you feel numb to it. I may sound a little crazy, but that's just what it takes to be an extraordinary person in modern times. And if you're not ready for that, then you're not ready to be extraordinary. And do you think you deserve the life that you want if you don't want to put in the work and suffer a little bit to get there? You need to suffer on purpose because you know what it creates. You know deep down in your soul that it's good for you. It builds strength, resilience, and confidence. And in the end, you become someone that's not afraid of pain because you've lived in it and you've thrived in it. And one day when you're driving your dream car next to your dream wife, you'll look back in your life and you realize it's all worth it. You look in the mirror, you see how sharper your physique has come, and the pain becomes your pride. Your struggle becomes your story that you can eventually build off of and create a personal brand and tell stories to your grandkids, to your YouTube audience, and even your friends. This is your reward, and it was worth every single moment of it. So stop running from the pain and start choosing to live through it. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and take a look at my other videos if you like my content. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.